It's been described as sort of a darker, grittier version, and I think I'd agree with that. Really try to find the truth in these characters. You know, they're really going through something that's traumatic for so much of the play. There's a ghost that is haunting the opera house, and it's terrifying for all the characters involved. And so I think to really dig into these characters and figure out, you know, how that affects each one of us in a different way is sort of what sets this production apart.
I think that in this production you see a lot more of the story through Christine's eyes, so you get to see a lot more of her story as well, and you see where she's come from and how she's really grieving throughout the entire show about the loss of her father, and she's yearning for love and she's looking for that. So that's really special as a young girl to play that.
Our traveling crew of close to 20, in addition to about 75 locals, so about 100 people. It takes 3.5 days to get the whole show into Rochester. It is one of the heaviest shows on the road right now. Our chandelier was designed by Howard Eaton, who did the Olympic rings in London. He really put together a masterpiece there. There's over 6,000 beads in the entire chandelier, and the whole thing weighs at least a ton. The chandelier requires its own rigging. We are using the holes that the previous chandelier from the brilliant original hung from, but we like to do that so that we don't have to put any more holes in historic buildings. This is one of the over 1,200 costumes we have in the show. Some of our costumes are actually 25 years old. They are part of the original package. Staging-wise, completely new. We do use some projections. We also have a lot of pyro and special effects. There's walls of flames, there's fireworks. It's pretty spectacular. We have over 200 speakers that travel with us. At least a half of those are out in the audience as part of our surround sound package. So many microphones in the show. There's actually just as many in the pit as there are on stage because we have a live orchestra down in the pit. We travel with 5 musicians and we pick up the rest locally. So we have some really amazing players here in Rochester.
It looks different. The score, the story, the music, that's all exactly the same.
It's such an honor to be a part of such a talented cast, above all, honestly, and such a successful show is just on top of it. It's like the icing on the cake.
To sort of get to breathe new life into this with this new production of it, and to sort of play the role that I'm playing, it's just a tremendous honor.
It's amazing. I mean, this show's been around for so long, and when you think of Broadway, you know, Phantom of the Opera is one of the first shows that comes into your brain.